Hey guys, Lisa Callaghy here to share with you a video on the instructional placement report for Let's Go Learn, specifically in the ADAM assessment. All right, let's get started. So here I am on a teacher's homepage in Let's Go Learn, and I'm going to now navigate to the Scores and Reports tab and choose Active Pulse Math. Okay, so let me just explain a little bit about what we see on this page. At the top here, starting at the at the left, you have a filter area, and you're able to filter your information below through a class, through students, or through a mode. And let me explain what that means. So, filtering by class, I'm able to choose either of my classes that I teach. And once I click on it, I will get the information below for that class. I'm also able to filter within that class all of my students that are in my class or students that just took the assessment. Okay, so if I have students that didn't take the assessment and I don't want to see those students in my report or my scores, I would choose with assessments. Okay. And last is mode, and that has to do with how the scores are viewed. You can see the scores by grade level, or you can choose to see the scores that are in raw form. Okay, I'm going to select grade because that's how I normally look at the data, but you can certainly choose what you are more comfortable with. All right, so below that, you're going to see a series of tabs. And the first tab is called summary, and that's what we're looking at currently. That is the summary of the scores for this class for the ADAM test, and you're seeing it by strand. So you see the numbers and operations, the measurement, the data analysis. I'm just going along the score column headers. So you can see that's how I'm looking at these scores. However, if I wanted to see a little bit more deeply into these scores, I can choose any one of these strands here, the tabs above the scores, and I'm able to now, when I click on numbers and operations, I'm now able to see the subtest or skills score for each of the subtests within that strand for every student. Okay. So you're able to really drill down on the scores in math, the ADAM test, or either the algebra, pre algebra, DOMA tests in Let's Go Learn. So subsequently, you could choose measurement, data analysis, any one of these strands here, you're able to click on and see more specific skill scores. However, it might be easier to be able to group your students by skill if you were able to look at or kind of sort here. But it's a lot easier if you utilize the instructional placement feature here that Let's Go Learn has provided for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back onto summary, and the reason why I'm jumping back onto summary is because, as you can tell, I have selected data analysis. That's the strand I'm looking at the scores for. And if you notice this window or this box to the left of the instructional placement button, it says DAT, and that means that when I'm going to click on this, it's only going to show me the skills under data analysis. That's because I have the data analysis tab selected. But if I come back and choose summary, and then I come back over here to this drop down menu, now I'm able to see all of the skills underneath all of the strands that were assessed. Okay, so now I get to choose anyone that I want. Just easier. It depends on your preference, personal preference. So I'm going to select a skill under the number and operation strand, place value, because now I want to see where my students lie in terms of their skill knowledge for place value. And this is going to show you how LGL breaks it out for you. Pretty cool. So selecting place value, I'm now going to click on the instructional placement button to the right of the place value drop down menu, and a new window opens for you. Okay, so once you're here on this window, LGL strongly suggests that you scroll down to the bottom to start analyzing this data. Why? Because at the bottom of the page, it's going to show you the skill and the grade level where that skill should be mastered. And then what it does is it gives you your students that fall within that grade level skill and their knowledge. Okay. So coming down to the bottom, you'll see the lowest knowledge base for this skill is value in two-digit numbers. So identifying place value in two-digit numbers. That skill falls at the end of first grade. So first grade, ninth month. That skill should be mastered by students at that grade level. And you'll notice there are no students from this class that fall in that skill area. Next, moving up is the second grade, the end of second grade, where students should master identifying place value in three-digit numbers. So this class doesn't have any students that fall in that area. Next is a third grade, fifth month skill, and that is identifying thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. So now you can see that there are two students from this class that fall in that skill area. So those students need, they're working within that skill area to master. So you know that these two students need a little additional help in this skill, on this skill. Okay. Moving forward, moving up, the next skill is at the end of third grade, and that is identifying expanded form of a given number. And these two students here need to work on that skill. That's where they placed. And then going up further, you'll see how it works with all of the rest of the skills. The next one is at fourth grade, the end of fourth grade. No students fall there. And then the end of fifth grade, you'll see your list of students that fall within identifying place value of decimals. So it looks like this is a fourth grade class, so it looks like most of her students are on grade level because these students here now need to work on a fifth grade skill. So that shows that they are doing pretty well in terms of the fourth grade skill for place value, except for these four students that need to be identified, or they are identified and they need to work on these skill areas for place value. All right, so jumping back up here using my breadcrumb menu on the left-hand side, I'm going to jump back to my math score sheet. And then again, I can go ahead and choose another subtest under any one of the strands that the students were assessed in to get, again, identify the groups of students that need help and where they place on the assessment for Adam. All right, guys, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, obviously, you know that we are here to help you in the technology department. All right, guys, have a great day.